Hello! We are back, continuing to run through the galaxy with light and medium mechs. Having a great time while we do it, dunking on the clanners, mostly, because why wouldn't we? It should be good times here in just a moment. Let's find... Oh, that's right, we came here because there's a thing. Flare-up? Not a flashpoint. Something. The thing that lets us do... Yeah, it's a flare-up. There we go. I know what words are. So we're going to go ahead and take the flare-up and get started with that. The rest of these contracts look meh. This one involves leaving the place we just got to. Boo. So does this one. Also boo. Here's a job we can't take. This is a NovaCat job. I don't believe... Oh, I guess you could bribe your way into good faction, like, reputation with the NovaCats, maybe? With any of the clans? Because I don't think it's possible to gain reputation with them, because I don't think you can do jobs for the clans. Maybe you could take flare-ups on their behalf? I mean, obviously we can't hear because the Ghost Bears hate us, but that's fine. Not a big deal. So let's find out what they're going to have us do. Capture a base. Sure. Let's go capture a base. We should be okay with this. It says it's 3.5 skulls. That's not so bad. Okay, so we moved some stuff around. We have the Stormcrow in instead of the Fire Moth. The Fire Moth has done good things for us, but is beginning to be a little bit too light to be survivable enough for this garbage. So we have retired it for the moment in favor of the Stormcrow. Everything else still fine. Yes, vehicle. That's it. We do have 2 vehicle slots now that we could fill up. We should maybe look for vehicles. We're not going to buy them here, though, because they won't sell us anything. They really do not like us. They won't even buy things from us, like if we went to sell them a mech chassis. No access to the store. Oh, let's turn off the coward counter. We don't need it for the moment. No one has ejected on us yet, so no need to advertise that no one has done it. Yeah, let's do a thing I don't usually do. Lights and mediums only. Currently dunking on the Ghost Bears. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we get.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, manufacturing facility. Something about defensible positions. It's this map again. We have spent a fair bit of time on this map. Yeah. Oh, you know what? This is a different one than I thought it was. Never mind. Ignore me.
Waiting on you, Commander.
All right, let's get the battle armor locked up onto their rides. Are you golems? You can ride the Kintaro. Alright, you can ride the Wraith.
Aye, aye.
Golems can ride the Kintaro, which will be a nasty surprise for anybody who happens to end up near that thing. You can grab the Daddler. And finally,
What now?
you can get on a Stormcrow.
Okay, let's go.
Stormcrow's pretty solid. Okay. All right, let's go advance and discover what kind of garbage we're going to have to deal with.
Affirmative.
Stormcrow, very fast. Not like Fire Moth fast, but very fast. It's kind of impressive, really.
On the move.
It's like the only inner sphere mech I think that we have that's on that level of fastness while being that heavy is the Wraith, which devotes most of its weight to engine. All right, we're going to come up this way, actually.
I'm there.
No real reason to need to follow everyone else. All right. Okay. So there is an adversary. They're taking turns. Let's continue onward. What can we do? So that's the base we're after. Can we... We could get some long-range platforms up here, or stuff with jump jets that can easily get down. Let's do that. Let's head up in this general direction. Oh, we found him. What do we got? A Timberwolf plus golems. Gross. Something with some elementals or salamanders. Another 75-tonner. Possibly another Timberwolf. We'll see. So, right then. We are going to go as far as we can. It doesn't look like they have any evasion, so there's no real reason for us to sensor lock stuff, because we can't strip off what isn't there. And also trying to force the engine to let me sensor lock things while I'm outside of combat is actually pretty troublesome.
Coordinates received.
Alright, so the Griffin's pretty far out of position at this point. Thankfully it's got LRM, so it should be able to contribute until it gets back where it's supposed to be.
On it.
And at this point in time, I am hoping desperately that they do not have artillery. That would be really bad for us.
Resting my neck.
Okay, so they've got... Yeah, we knew they had 2 suits of battle armor. That's fine.
Sure, just forget about me.
Alright, let's force them to... Yeah, there we go.
Commander.
Okay, the Lynx... This gets us a little close to the Golem squad, but hopefully 8 evasion is sufficient to make their life difficult. It is a second Timberwolf. It's even a second Timberwolf D, which is a whole lot of streaks and some ERPPCs. Huh. All right, well, let's shoot the crap out of this thing.
Firing a full salvo.
Hey, we get to damage the battle armor too. That's nice.
Need something, Chief?
Definitely want to take shots this turn. I definitely want to limit their ability to shoot back at me. Did I just get myself swarmed by whatever those are? I hope not. That would be awkward. It is possible that whatever this 45-tonner is just going to run right over here, and some salamanders will hop off and then hop directly onto our guys and make life really miserable. let's see what happens. 45 tons should be right about here in the initiative space. So it should, yeah, there we go. Is it an ice ferret? It's an ice ferret. Okay, and for whatever reason, the ice ferret has elected not to get within swarming range, and the salamanders are out of play for another turn, which is really good for us.
I'm receiving you.
Because I definitely, probably, maybe, definitely overextended with the Daddler just a bit right there. So that they are no longer a problem is actually quite nice. So the golems have activated. Like, they already went. Huh? That's strange. Alright, so let's maybe get ourselves into trouble.
Quick stepping it.
We know that this is a possibility, but shooting into the back of this Timberwolf is just too attractive a target. It's going to be really, really satisfying, I hope. The numbers are solid.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, see, there we go.
That hit something good.
Okay, a Viper, huh? With friendly battle armor on it, it looks like. Elementals? Yeah, those are elementals. Alright. Far enough away that we still don't have to worry about
Ready
them
for orders.
just yet. But definitely something we have to pay attention to. Oh hey, we can continue to shoot this dude in the back. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and do that.
Gotcha.
Alright, another engine crit.
Critical hit.
It's not even stressed yet. Jeez. Rock solid. Okay, so that Timberwolf is running away. Well, that's good, I think.
Standing by.
Okay, let's continue shooting that one Timberwolf in the back. We're definitely going to want to take him down as soon as possible.
Confirmed.
We're also putting a lot of targets right next to the golems, which may or may not be a good idea. It gives them more opportunity to pick something to shoot.
Copy that.
Sweet. Goodbye, Timberwolf.
Mech destroyed.
We hardly knew ye. Didn't even get the chance to move. Get wrecked.
Commander?
Okay, the Griffin, way out of position, can actually shoot the golems pretty good though, which we're gonna do because golems scary. They have lots of guns,
Copy that, Commander.
but less armor than you might expect. So whoever it was on the adversary team that thought, yeah, the golems should act, and then left them there, that was pretty cruel. We're going to have to do something about that ice ferret next round. 6 evasion, though. Jeez. That's going to be a problem. Because he's got a pile of salamanders. The Viper has a squad of elementals.
Targeting for an outward thrust.
Meanwhile, we're going to start blowing these guys up.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Because I definitely don't need to be eating dozens of autocannon shots from them. Apparently, wait, no, I saw a solid line there. We can reach with all but one of our weapons, which I will go ahead and think, hooray, that's acceptable. We should be able to do we want normal? Yeah, we'll use Infernos. Why not?
Target lock on engine 6.
Wasted. Nice. All right.
Gotcha.
The golems were a non-issue. They did soak up many turns worth of, or many mechs worth of fire. So, I mean, I suppose if you're looking at them from the standpoint of being a bullet sponge, they did fine. All right, let's see what else the adversary has for us. The Mad Dog is a solid machine. I played it a lot of hours. Oh, wow, it is way overheating, though. In a Mad Dog in MechWarrior 2. It was my heavy of choice.
Until I see an open.
I did not yet know the beauty of the Stormcrow.
I'll wait here for now.
All right, let's see what the adversary has to do. All right, it's just their battle armor squads. Do we want to do anything with our
Awaiting
battle
orders.
armor? You are too far away.
Copy that.
I'm here.
You are on the Stormcrow and are... Yeah, you're too far away. We're not going to be able to get you to do anything useful.
Unmanaged heat.
I got to write myself a note to fix her voice lines. That voice is... It is grating.
Good to go.
Tartan, we will go ahead and... Well, let's turn your guns on, but brace.
Got it.
Okay. We are going to continue reserving. And then possibly...
Affirmative.
It's going to be really tough for us to do anything about this ice ferret. The reason I want to do something about the ice ferret is because if we kill it fast enough... How is the Viper Initiative 7 too? Huh. Okay, apparently the Viper is only 40 tons. I did not realize that. I thought it was heavier. We might be a little close for the purposes of dealing with battle armor. We're actually going to reserve. Get the adversary to do their thing. I would like...
Hey.
the Achilles. We can do fun, silly things with initiative to force the adversary to begin moving. We're definitely abusing the engine a little bit here, but okay, once again, the Ice Ferret has moved itself
I'm showing minor damage.
in a way that does not lend itself to swarming us with the salamanders, which is absolutely what I would be doing in that position, is trying to get somebody swarmed by salamanders.
What can I do for you?
Like, that's the whole reason you brought them. The salamanders are there to... Ooh. Alright, they caught on.
Yes, Commander.
The salamanders are definitely there to swarm people. Yeah, so their battle armor is reserving too. Even the Viper reserved. Okay, that's strange.
Yes, Commander.
The Lynx... That Viper has no evasion. We've got to try and stay aware that it carries elementals. But it is, right now, about as easy to shoot as it's going to get. We are not close enough to jump up the hill yet. Keep forgetting that I took jump jets out of the Lynx. That might not have been my smartest idea of all time. All right, let's... Do we get better numbers from anywhere else? No, it does not appear so. So let's get here. We're going to have to turn off a couple lasers. What does precise strike get us? It gets us pretty reasonable numbers. Can we... No, that overheats us. Let's not overheat, but let's do shoot the Viper. Because if we kill it before it can move, the elementals just explode.
Commander?
Which is like the best way to deal with elementals, is to just explode them before they can do anything to you. 3 evasion is just not enough evasion. But I don't want to be in swarming range for sure. That is such a bad idea. What do we do? Okay, 4 evasion, 5 evasion. Hope that we kill the Viper soon enough. That feels... Oh, actually, alright, let's try this. Okay, well, we're close enough to the facility for Darius to make silly statements about it. Thanks, Darius. You are a paragon of understatement. See, there we go. We actually hit the center torso of it enough that if we got lucky with the Daddler's precision strike, we can actually core the thing and kill the elementals. So that leaves only the salamanders, who, while scary, are not quite as scary as golems or elementals are. They cause you to overheat really badly, but they are not
Standing by.
necessarily like a straight up death sentence the way many other things are. Okay, let's do some waypoint pathing. Okay, let's come up here and shoot the Timberwolf. Those numbers suck. These numbers are much, much better, but we're going to overheat. We'll just turn off a pulse laser.
Tenfold.
Sweet. There we go.
Reporting critical hit.
That will definitely make his life much worse.
Standing by.
Okay, so we can jump far enough with the Shadowhawk. And that means we're going to knock this dude onto his back.
Confirmed.
Or we're going to
Neutralized.
totally kill him. I'm not 100% sure what just happened to that pilot. Possibly we tapped him in the head too many times. I'm not sure. But either way, it worked out pretty well for us. Man, the numbers are still really, really bad. Not as bad as they are to shoot the Ice Ferret, though.
Confirmed.
So we will give it a shot. Try and shoot the Mad Dog.
Firing all weapons.
Okay, that's all right. We still got to figure out what we're going to do with that heavy medium laser. I keep intending to change it
Orders.
for something else and then not doing it. So we'll figure something out, but
Roger, Skipper. Kicking it.
I'm just not sure what yet. None of these numbers are very good. All right. We're going to sensor lock him.
Locked on.
We maybe should have done that a turn ago. Or, oh, you know what? We should have meleeed him. I don't know who would have done it, but we definitely should have meleeed.
Ready for orders.
That would have solved the problem. What if instead of going through the fire, we didn't? What if we came up here instead?
Jumping.
That's much better. Let's turn those off. Wow, we actually got a lock with the SRMs? That's insane.
What do you need?
I was honestly not expecting those to fire. In fact, I was expecting them not to fire. If that makes any sense. I was really hoping that they wouldn't because I wanted to shed the heat that they would have generated. We are going to turn off most of the things, but 79% on the LRMs. Actually, hold on. If we precision strike, what do we get out of these? Everything's good except for the clan SRM4. He's got an open rear torso. Alright, let's just... Oh, and he's overheating a bunch. Let's switch things to Infernos. Plus 9 heat. That's nice. Mech is on fire. Okay. That dude is in a precarious position.
Standing by.
He is low evasion and relatively close. You know what? Let's turn those off. To
Roger that.
the Golem Squad. So let's take some shots. Because why not?
We'll go.
You know, I was kind of hoping for more than that.
Standing by.
You are up here. Could have you shoot him too. I'm gonna decline.
Copy that.
Okay.
Okay, so all we have to do is deal with this ice ferret. Well, I mean, there's the other guys, but the potential
Awaiting
problems
orders.
that we could encounter are somebody getting swarmed by the salamanders that are hiding on the ice ferret. We could
Good to go.
totally screw up and let the Mad Dog run roughshod all over us, but I don't see that happening. We're going to do something really silly. We're going to target paint the ice ferret and then abuse the camera slightly and climb back onto the Daddler. That's totally intended behavior for battle armor, I'm sure. And then we'll reserve on the Achilles.
Orders.
Links. Okay, that's no longer on fire in the way that it gives us heat, I believe. Wow, those shots are terrible. Why is that the case? I thought we had done the thing. If I jump up here... Wow, even with target painting, this guy is really hard to hit. What the heck? We may have to... Trying to melee him is like both attractive and very unattractive. Oh, speaking of melee. Let's just go right in front of him. And not overheat.
Roger that. Engaging.
I didn't see the numbers, but we must have landed.
That's going to hurt.
Spiros, hello. Welcome. How are you?
Hey there.
That dude is panicked. We could show up and shoot him in the back. Or, oh man, that ice ferret is just so hard to hit. Oh, and let's not run through the fire while attempting to do any of this. Where'd that fire come from? I mean, yes, I'm aware it's my own fault, but... Alright, let's just run up here and hope that the ice ferret does not decide that it wants to deposit all of its bad dudes directly on top of us. Yeah, sure. What? That is ridiculous.
Reporting negative damage.
We're doing better at it than the adversary is. For sure. But, yeah, it's not my favorite. Heat management is, well, it's a struggle sometimes. Okay, this is what I was afraid of. Is that we now have... Okay, so what we can do is counter swarm.
I'm here.
'Cause I believe, yeah. This is going to be interesting. So we can actually swarm this guy. Let's activate defensive formation. We'll give everyone damage reduction. And then swarm this guy who has salamanders on him.
Maybe things are looking up.
So now there's salamanders and... Yeah. So the Stormcrow is being... What?
Keep an eye on my heat, Commander.
Excuse me? Well, we lost the ATM-9. How did that happen? They must have hit, like, straight through the rear. Well, that's not ideal. He's just straight through the center torso. Okay. Well... Suboptimal. Yeah, that's... Ice Ferret is fast enough. She's fine. We will find a way to get the salamanders off, and then they will be in big trouble. When they are standing on the ground, they do not have much survivability.
I'm here.
So what we can do is try to SWAT, which has a 95%, or 90% chance of dumping.
Watch my heat.
So we're still overheating because salamanders do that to you. But the salamanders are now just
Receiving you.
chilling on the ground. For some reason, they're really hard to shoot. What? Here, let's try this. What everyone should do is kick salamanders.
Confirmed.
Apparently you can kick them. That works. Oh, they have 7 evasion. That's why they're so hard to hit.
That's a miss.
That explains that.
Standing by.
All right, we can...
Quick stepping it.
Let's just shoot this guy and potentially end him.
This should be good.
That way we don't have to worry about him going forward. Right leg, torso, and arm. That's going to be the end of most of him. Injury resisted, huh? Boo.
Good to go.
What do we have here? Very little in the center torso remaining.
Copy that.
Full send, yes.
less target.
So I think what happens is that they get whatever evasion their host had. So this guy had, well, he only has 6 evasion. Yeah, you would think that they would be like flat-footed
Yep.
or something to that extent. But apparently not. Here we are.
Standing by.
Sure, let's try to shoot him. I mean, worst case scenario. Yeah, we miss a little bit. It's not a huge problem.
Target missed.
So, oh, you know what?
Waiting for orders.
4 evasion pips ignored by this weapon. Oh, we can just swarm the ice ferret. Oh, it's being swarmed. Never mind. Forgot about that. Nice. 69%.
On my way.
So, with these guys, we can actually just shoot them in the back a bunch.
Let's get this done, team.
Want some more? Huh?
Okay, so fewer salamanders is fewer scary.
What do you need?
Let's not get ourselves
Understood. Moving fast.
accidentally swarmed, because they could just swarm the storm crow again. You know, you're not wrong. We are going to turn off everything but the LRMs. God, that laugh is creepy. So, okay, there's only 2 salamanders left. They are a lot less scary now. And also,
You betcha.
we can shoot them again. Here, let's turn on defensive formation again.
You're not gonna like this.
Okay, wasted.
Dang, you're dead.
Okay, that takes care of the salamanders. Their manhandling of the storm crow is somewhat suboptimal, but,
What now?
you know, whatever.
That looked like a critical hit.
I don't know what just happened to that guy, but
It's empty.
apparently we were shooting through the back this time and took an arm off. Battle armor leaves a lot to be desired. I feel like it was more focused before.
Got it.
Or maybe I just didn't pay as much attention as I do now. Okay, apparently I can't melee this guy for reasons. I don't know what those reasons are, but reasons.
Affirmative.
Let's just run over here and cool off for a turn. I guess we knocked over a building somehow.
Yes, Commander.
You know what? We're actually just going to reserve.
Waiting for the right move.
See what this guy does. He's in initiative space. Oh, okay. He removed the battle armor. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Battletech lore goes so deep. It's honestly kind of surprising. All right, so he managed to swat off. What do you got left? 55 in the center torso? Sure.
Let's go.
That's probably the end of him.
Enemy down.
Okay. So we are going to now try to
Reserving
pick the
action.
battle armor back up. We're going to occupy...
Standing by. Roger
Oh,
that.
the battle armor that still have to go are the ones that are already mounted up. Okay.
Acknowledged.
So now when we occupy the facility, there's probably going to be someone who wants it back and will come ask for it, rather impolitely.
Standing by.
Just brace and dump a bunch of heat.
Orders.
I'm tempted to leave these guys up here so that they can just shoot down from on high. Both of them have jets and can get back if we need. Let's just,
Holding here.
yeah, let's just have them hang out there.
Aye, aye.
Commander?
Griffin over this way.
10-4.
Yeah,
Receiving you.
you are chilling
Aye,
because terrain advantage.
Yeah?
Got it. No shooting, just running.
Okay, we can now pick our... Ooh,
You've got hostile contacts inbound.
where? Oh, right there. What do we got? A marauder? Not a clan marauder, just a regular marauder, I think. Yeah, that's just a regular marauder. And a royal black knight. Jeez. Only 3. Nope. Here they are, 4 and 5. What do we got? A Lancelot. Also not really a clan mech. And a regular black knight. Not a clan mech. That's very strange. Not 100% sure why the clans would have sent 4 Inner Sphere mechs and a Hellbringer. But okay. Let's hit reserve there.
Hey.
Let's pick Immortal back up onto the Stormcrow.
Oh boy, here we go.
And then Sensor Lock. Who's close? That Royal Black Knight looks like it is something we want to shoot a bunch.
I've got a sensor lock.
Okay.
Copy that.
Let's continue reserving. I don't think...
Yes, Commander.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, neither of those pilots have sensor lock, which is what we would really want
Waiting for my opening.
in order to be able to get work done. We either have to wait for these guys to move, which is going to give them the opportunity to shoot us, which is suboptimal at
Waiting for
best.
orders.
Or we have to try and take terrible shots, or alternatively, we could try to remove enough evasion that it's actually worth taking shots at them. All of these things are hard to do. We're going to hope that 9 evasion is sufficient to stay out of trouble here. Let's turn off the heavy laser. Hey, look at that. Landed the shot. Good for us. Probably should have sensor locked. Forgot that that guy has sensor lock.
Waiting for orders.
That was smart.
Copy that, Commander.
Griffin has sensor lock, though. So we'll sensor lock again.
Yes, Commander.
Can't see just yet. Okay. Yeah, see, there we go. Now the Black Knight, those numbers are much better.
Full speed.
Definitely, probably aren't showing rear arc to these guys. Probably. We might be, but hopefully it's worth
Locking in all
putting a bunch of damage into the Black Knight,
take that.
which should hopefully
Ready for orders.
explode in spectacular fashion here pretty soon.
On it.
That's the hope, at least. Let's turn those on. Yeah, 63%'s fine.
Aye, aye.
Seems like we got a couple of sections open now. Yeah, a torso and a leg. That's good.
Yep.
What are we going? Oh, okay. It's not that there's flames on the way. It's that we'll be going through a place that has already burned.
All right. Full speed.
I think. I think that's what this is talking about. Rough terrain. Alright, since the lasers don't change our heat, even though they're terrible numbers, we're going to shoot them anyway.
Take this.
Was kind of hoping
Waiting for orders.
that we would get more than that. Because this thing has gotten the crap kicked out of it,
Got it. Full
we're going to
speed,
put
no
the Storm
target.
Crow in here to take possession of this stuff. And just relax for a turn.
Orders.
Can we shoot? Yes, but the numbers are trash. Alright,
Roger that.
let's see if we can address trash numbers with Precision Strike. Yeah, those are much better.
Give everything you got.
I was really hoping we would hit that leg. And just, oh man, it has 2 structure left. Wow. Well, at least the bad guys don't have any battle armor with them.
Let's move.
That's convenient. Sure. Okay, we are going to actually use these guys. Because we're going to go crit fishing
Heading out.
on the Black Knight. Please, please. Blow off like a torso and or a leg. Okay, there goes the leg. And the torso. We got both. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Get wrecked. Bonk. Simple fracture, right leg. That's a severity. Dude, breaking your leg sucks.
Commander.
I don't know who put this together when they were like, oh yeah, breaking your leg is like a level 1 problem. Like, no, it's not. Okay, so they don't like the gnomes, which I'm not surprised by, but let's see what else they do. Okay, good. 6 evasion is thankfully enough to keep us from getting totally trashed there. And the Marauder. Okay, did land a shot. Now this guy's going to stand up and his shots will be terrible. But he'll probably take some anyway. No. He'll use an active probe. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's put the gnomes back onto the Daddler.
I copy.
I don't need them getting shot to death. Everybody else is gonna chill out.
Confirmed. Commander.
Okay, and now that we have far fewer evasion amongst the adversary mechs, it should be a lot easier for us to just go to work. Especially if we can, well, okay. I gotta remember that these are not clan mechs, even though we're fighting a clan opponent. The Black Knight and the Marauder are inner sphere mechs. They can melee me.
Over that.
There we go. There's our first coward of the evening. Got him.
Standing by.
Okay, let's just roll up behind this Marauder. Hit the numbers. We're gonna overheat, and that's okay. It's totally worth it,
Warrior. Show 'em what
because
you
it's
got.
probably gonna core the dude. What?
Commander,
How did-
I'm starting to cook.
He has 11 structure left. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
Commander.
Orders?
We're just gonna... Actually, we can just jump. We'll jump right here. Right behind the guy. Shoot him in the back.
Taking the shot.
Don't actually care that we missed. I mean, it would have been hilarious if we'd gotten the kill right there. That would have been great. But it's not actually what we were planning. Sometimes it's actually better to shoot with the battle armor than it is to swarm.
Targeting enemy 6.
Oh my gosh, 10 damage.
Another hit like that and you're toast.
He must have literally one structure. Okay, yes, he has a single point of structure remaining in his center torso. Well, if we can manage to get someone else behind him, I don't know who it... I do know who it would be. We can just use the Shadowhawk. Kick that down to like 1, because we don't need to overheat. 3 seems fine. Hopefully we'll...
Roger that.
Yeah, there we go. Thank goodness. Would have been really astonishing if we had managed to go through all that and not get the kill. That would have been a little frustrating.
I'm receiving you.
Okay, the Stormcrow. We can bring back out. With the ATM having been blown off, it no longer has indirect fire options, and that's pretty suboptimal. But we can sensor lock,
I've got a sensor lock.
make things easier for everybody else.
Standing by.
The Griffin. We could get some shots there, but I don't... We have much better shots here. Let's do that.
Full speed. No target.
go to work on the Hellbringer. Hellbringers usually die pretty easily. They have very little armor.
Target full. Out.
So, like, yeah, there. Just that was enough to crit the engine and blow off one of the guns. It just so happens to be one of the really large guns, too.
Receiving you.
Let's just jump down and
On it.
shoot him again. This is why Hellbringers have a bad reputation amongst the clans. They explode very easily. They're just not armored well enough.
What do you need?
Especially not for like what is notionally a heavy, like brawling style mech.
Copy that.
Okay, if you manage to survive this, I will be somewhat impressed, Mr. Hellbringer. Yeah, no, there it goes.
Tango down.
I think there's something in the blurb of the Ebon Jaguar about the disappointing performance of Hellbringers being one of the reasons that it's there, and it's not wrong. Hellbringers die super easy, which is convenient for us, really. Not a problem, really. Okay, let's see what this Lancelot does.
Sure, why not?
Evasion
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
and not much else.
Hey.
Okay, so we're going to do the totally intended and definitely not strange thing with battle armor. Can we get back onto the Stormcrow? Yes, we can. And now we can sensor lock, strip 2 points of evasion off the Lancelot. Totally normal stuff.
Yes, Commander.
We could try to use 50%. All right, well, let's hop off. Worst case scenario, we can hop back on next turn before they have a chance to shoot us. If we hit precision strike, the numbers are not amazing, but we're going to pull the trigger anyway. Why not?
Goddamn, let's do this.
Okay, 2 engine crits. That's pretty solid. And it has lost evasive. So
Aye, aye.
we might be able to simply end it before it has the opportunity to do. Well, okay, hold on. The 2 engine crits are the ones in the torso. We're not going to get any more engine crits, so we can't kill it via engine crit just yet. So let's put the golems away before they get broken. We have to be good to our toys.
Good to go.
Let's put you back on the Wraith. Speaking of weird things, let's just have target prediction for a turn from battle armor. And reserve.
Sure. Just forget about me.
Definitely got to change that voice set.
How's it going? Got it.
Nice.
Run, don't shoot.
All right, we definitely have to cool off this turn. We overheated last turn on purpose, and
Engaging.
really? Come on.
No joy.
Yes, Commander.
Can we jump far enough to be sure?
Lifting off.
Jump heat is probably not something we need right now. That's not actually going to overheat us. The game doesn't know.
Target confirmed.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, that's an inner sphere design. Ah. Dang it.
Getting a little toasty, Commander.
I was under the impression, because we're fighting clan opponents, that it was a clan machine. See, we're not overheating. Shut up. And Clan XL engines only have 2 crit slots in the side torsos. It's impossible to kill them with taking out just a torso, but you can kill Inner Sphere XL engines that way. And this was an Inner Sphere mech, despite a clan pilot and a clan op 4. So, yeah, that was my bad.
Confirmed.
I was not paying close enough attention. Because this is a Black Knight, which we know because we saw it before. Also an inner sphere design, possibly with an engine in the side torso. No, it has a standard engine, which makes
What's
it
up, boss?
much more robust.
Roger, full speed.
Turn that up to 6. We'll just hit precise strike because why not? It makes the numbers better.
Everything you got.
What's up, boss?
Let's just jump way up here.
Acknowledged. Firing.
Continue shooting. The Black Knight is all that remains between us
Waiting for orders.
and cold beer.
Up high.
Alright, and this will not actually overheat us somehow. And does not count as being obstructed by that giant piece of rock that seemed to be directly between us and the Black Knight. But sure, fine.
Ready for orders.
I'm not going to complain. I just have to remember that it's an inner sphere design. He can melee me.
Here we go.
Unlike clan mechs. Could be a problem.
Roger.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to get the Kintaro into range for much. But the LRMs will do. It's something.
Roger.
No, taking out a heatsink isn't bad.
Got past the armor.
In this biome, the Black Knight is going to run extremely hot anyway.
What? No.
Let's go ahead and brace you. You're not doing
Roger
anything.
that.
Ready for orders.
And let's hold on tractor. There is the possibility that he walks into line of sight. He definitely walked into melee range, that's for sure. Could we shoot him with
Yes, Commander.
tractor? Probably. Do we want to? I'm not certain. We're actually going to do our silly little battle armor games. Okay, come on. Get back on the machine. It is so hard to select certain mechs. I don't understand why. Alright, you know what? Fine. Target painting. Let's make sure we get that done. And now it's like failing to select the mech, and it's driving me insane. This happens all the time when I try this little stunt. I don't know why I'm ever surprised to find that it's garbage. There we go. We got it. Put the battle armor back onto its ride. No battle armor for the moment.
Affirmative.
Let's see what we've got in terms of armor. The front is pretty stripped. We actually are better off shooting it from the front than we are from the back from an armor perspective, which is
Orders.
an interesting place for the adversary to be. This is somehow basically heat neutral. I think we lose a little bit.
Affirmative.
And surely standing still isn't a terrible idea, right?
Scored a critical hit.
What's up, boss?
99%.
Full speed.
That's what we like to see. Okay. And yeah, sure, fire.
In all weapons. That one's
Okay.
gonna leave a mark.
2 more heat sinks gone.
What do you need?
Okay, now
Copy
we
that.
drop the battle armor into play. Let's hit Battle Lord. Why not? Extra damage? Sure.
Here it comes.
Alright, sweet. There we go. Blew up the engine. Okay, so aside from some unfortunate damage to the Stormcrow,
Mission successful.
that went pretty well. And that was really ultimately not something I think we could have avoided. That's just the nature of enemy battle armor. The ice ferret that it was sitting on was fast enough that there was no real way for us to stay far enough away from the ice ferret to avoid being swarmed and also do anything in the mission. So we'll just have to accept that that happened. It's unfortunate that we lost the ATM-9. We have a couple more, it turns out. That's nice. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We have no parts for golems. Boo. We have no parts for Hellbringers either. We could put together an ice ferret at any point in time that we would like. I don't like. Ice ferrets are not particularly good. Oh, we can make salamanders? That's pretty cool. Viper Prime. So we have parts for a Viper B. We could actually field a Viper. It's within our weight limits. So let's take that. We don't have any Timberwolf parts? Really? Huh. So we have one ATM-12. We could take a second one. Clan pulse lasers. We have a reasonable number. Clan streak SRM 6s. See, this I don't understand. Why isn't it just one stack of 3 instead of a stack of 1 and a stack of 2? That's really goofy. Okay, do we have ammo for the ATMs? We do, I believe. But we would like more, just in case. Okay, so it really comes down to, at this point in time... Oh, Royal Black Knights, huh? Oh, there's some bizarre Royal Black Knight right there. So let's take another part of a Royal Black Knight. Maybe someday we'll get enough parts to put one of these things back together. And then we can strip all the lasers off it and sell it. Because that's basically what we're going to do. Oh, we got another part of a Black Knight. And did we get... Okay, I think we could actually make a Black Knight at this point in time, based on the parts we got. But I kind of want to make whatever that weird community content version of the Black Knight is, But I don't think we can do that unless we find and kill another one of them. And I don't know where those appear. The community content mechs, like what are they part of? Okay, let's real quickly go to the mech bay. All right, let's put the Stormcrow back together. Repair everything. We are missing a hand and an arm. Or Omnipod, lower arm. I don't care about Omnipod hands. No one is punching in one of these things. That's the dumbest idea. Okay, 2 double heat sinks. One there. One there. And just the missiles at this point. A Streak SRM-4 if we still have one. I'm not certain that we do. We sure do. We have one left. Nice. And then an ATM-9. Perfect. For certain values of perfect. But I think everyone else was essentially unscathed throughout that whole rigmarole. And real quickly, let's just see if we have experience to assign that is necessary to assign.
Right here.
No.
What can I do for you?
You can be a better shot.
Training complete.
Tractor, +3 hit defense, super good.
Commander.
Piloting 10, very strong.
Ready for orders.
Yes, Commander.
All right, and we're just waiting on like a few more missions to hit 10s on some of these other people. Okay, let's advance time. Thankfully, several of our pilots will heal. Well, 2 out of the 3, and the Stormcrow will finish being worked upon just as our next contract comes up. Okay, the Cretans have offered to ally with us. We're going to do no ambush. Oh. Okay, so Wicked is out. Okay, great. You are not allowed to drop 10 units, only 1. Great, we're being ambushed. Wicked is definitely not out, or dual, but we're only allowed to bring 1 unit. Sucks. All right, let's clear everybody. Let's see here. Invisible target. Who is really solid at the moment? Like, what mechs do we have that have been just really going to town for us? The Griffin has actually been doing a lot of work. However, the Lynx is really, really hard to argue with. Yeah, I think we got to go with the Lynx, which is Dynamo. Okay, let's see if we can manage to not get our ass handed to us. This is probably going to be a pair of assault mechs or something like that that we have to fight with a single unit. A Stormcrow B would go a long way. God, I love Stormcrow Bs. So good. Like, I don't understand why we can only drop 1 mech. Like, we're all here. Like, any one of us can be ready as fast as any of the others. I should be allowed to drop 10 units. In my opinion. But, alright, let's see what we get. Yeah, it's this map again. It's always the same map, too. All right. Let's... Where are they? Yeah, they must be up here somewhere. Okay, what do we got? Okay, that's a Warhammer. I don't know what that thing is. Not 100% sure. We are going to spend... Maybe it's not a Warhammer. Warhammers, I don't think, are 80 tons.
Commander.
You know what? They haven't moved yet. Let's see if we can get them to move. We have a lot of evasion. They are not going to bite. Damn it. All right. Let's head this way.
Hauling off.
There's a big rock in the way, and that's ideal, honestly. Okay, that's relatively mean. Whatever the heck that is. It's a blood asp. Okay, and a Warhammer 2C apparently is 80 tons, so I was right. It's a Warhammer. This is where the 55-ton maximum that we're working with becomes real problematic.
Yes, Commander.
Although the blood asp overheating is actually quite nice for us. So they're both clan machines? Clan melee penalty, clan melee. Yes, okay, so we don't have to worry about them. Yeah, dang, that thing is a monster. Holy cow. Good gravy. Look at all of that.
Roger that.
So, all right, we'll scramble some sensors, add some more heat. Thankfully, that thing appears to run hot as balls. Oh, sweet. That is ideal, really. Our adversary is shutting themselves down for us. That's going to make life a lot easier. That dude is also going to shut himself down if he keeps doing that. So 4, we can get 5 evasion and height. But it costs us heat to use jump jets. We're definitely not going to be able to... Okay, that we can do, though.
Copy that.
We are going to shoot him in the back. A lot.
Scored a critical hit.
That's what you get
Power-up detected.
for shutting down. You should know better. Okay, so the blood asp has a ton of structure in the center torso.
Yes, Commander.
Like, holy crap. Oh, and we are stuck. We can't actually go anywhere.
Firing jump jet.
Okay, we'll jump, land, and hopefully we're in the woods. Actually, I don't think we are. That's not ideal. Let's cool off for a turn.
Firing.
Put extra heat into the bad guy. That's always good. Improved to confident, huh? Ooh, okay. That's not ideal.
Reporting heavy damage.
You're all right. Don't worry about it.
Receiving you.
Where do we go? Okay, that doesn't help. Can we get behind you? Yes, yes, we can. Or at least we can get behind. Can we get 8 evasion? No, we can get 7 evasion while running and be in cover.
Good to go.
And we can still probably shoot the blood asp in the back a bunch. Yes.
Onward! No retreat!
Nice. Okay.
Tango down!
That's really nice. Now we only have the Warhammer to worry about, which is not nothing, for sure, but he is gonna be slightly easier to deal with now that he does not have a friend along for the ride. Can we jump and shoot you in the back? Yes, it's the same as sprinting. Oh no. There we go. Let's try not to overheat like crazy, like they currently are. Shoot him. He is like absolutely pristine. Wow. Okay.
Firing on target.
It's good that we hit the haywire lasers add heat in addition to scrambling like they're a PPC. Very nice. Oh, that's not ideal. Structure is not... I didn't want to see structure numbers. Oh, wow. Okay. Especially on...
Reporting.
I would like 7 evasion and the ability to shoot him in the back. Just like that. It would probably have been better not to put my right side towards him if I had been thinking about it, but I'm working with a little bit of a limitation right now.
Yes! Give them everything you've got! I'm starting to cook.
Okay, he is... I have no idea how this guy has not yet shut
I'm
down.
under heavy fire.
Oh, well, like that. There we go.
Receiving you. On my
All right,
way.
now we can shoot him in the back conveniently. What do we have? A standard engine. Whoa, crud.
Roger, Commander. Angle is good.
Okay, even more
Inflicting
shots.
some heavy damage. My mech's heating up.
Battle-mech power-up detected.
Okay. He's up and running, but hasn't moved because he can't.
Throttle at full.
Okay, let's not overheat though. It would be really good if we just shot him in the center torso. A bunch of times. That was not a bunch of times. Oh wow, he did nothing but stand still.
Reporting.
What? How did that happen? Yeah, let's keep shooting him. If he's gonna like politely stand still and let us destroy his engine, heck yeah. Okay.
Enemy down.
And that is apparently how you beat 2 assault mechs with a single 55 tonner. You shoot them in the back over and over and over again and maintain high evasion the whole time. All right, that actually went pretty well. When they opened up the side torso, I was a little worried, like, oh, we're going to lose half this mech. That's going to be a problem because that's going to mean half our weapons. But instead, it didn't. I think we might just take the blood asp. Because I think that thing had lots of neat toys on it, so all we have to do is find another blood asp somewhere, just get one part of it, and we can Immediately make it, strip it for... Oh, we got literally all of the salvage. I don't know why I was spending so much time worrying about what to take. Anyway. Hopefully we can now repair the links fast enough for our next job. Okay, yeah. There's 2 mech warriors that we're just like sitting on. Okay, let's go repair the links. Okay, and it will take 1 day. Sweet. That is pretty much ideal. All right, everything should be back in working order with the exception of Wild Goose as we come up on our next contract. It's the battle mission? Heck yeah.
Job's done.
Continue the debrief. Sweet. Okay. Several of our punitive Ghost Bear watch units. Your skill in dispatching these warriors is to be commended. Oh, we gain reputation for dunking on the Ghost Bears that hard. That's amazing. They're like, well, you know, we didn't like them anyway. Yeah, thanks for killing them. That's amazing. I love that. Thanks for letting us salvage their stuff. Okay, but... Oh, jeez. Now we got to put everything back. I forgot about this. This is the worst part of having to do those missions, is that now we have to try and remember what the hell everything was. This was the Marine and the Kintaro, which are piloted by Face and Hotbox, respectively. Where's the links? Oh, it's down here already. We put the links down. Wicked goes here with that thing. The Wraith, the extremely fast Griffin. Who's the Griffin pilot? That Cutter? Tell me what you pilot. The Griffin, yes. Okay, she's the Griffin pilot. I should have like pushed the button that says save. Sanic is Yar. What is left? Oh, the Stormcrow. Put Carousel in the Stormcrow. And that leaves us with golems, gnomes, and some combination of Achilles. SRM2s, plasma rifles, just mag shots. RM2, plasma rifles, and a small laser for fun, plus an LBX. Sure. That looks goofy and entertaining. Okay, and I think we usually run those ones as well. So we're leaving the other, whatever these are, at home. And now I have to remember who pilots what. Goose is the golem, battle armor, tractor pilots, gnomes, and then Tartan and Immortal. It doesn't actually matter which Achilles you're in. They're all the same. Okay. Goodness gracious. I can spell normal. Save. Okay. That way, next time I can just hit load. And it'll put all those things in there. Right. While this loads, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to refresh my beverage. All right, I have returned. Thank you for your patience.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. Wow, we are right in the middle of it immediately.
Well, this is a hellhole.
Yeah, I feel you. Let's take a look and see what we got. 5-ton squad of battle armor, probably elementals. Another 5-ton squad of battle armor. So we've got a 60-ton vehicle that could potentially be very scary. And a demon main battle tank. Streak lasers is... that's weird. You don't see a lot of those. Let's force the adversary to reserve a lot too, I guess. I want them to move so they don't have 8 evasion. Oh, it's a clan ATM carrier. That's actually kind of scary. Wish we could have those. That would be a sick vehicle to roll around with. Is it 3 ATM 12s? Yes. And then something else, which I didn't see. Ultimately.
They're getting the angle on me.
What? Oh, a narc launcher. What's an AMS and a tag? Wow. Okay, so the golems took kind of a beating there, which I did not expect. What is that ice ferret? I hate that. Bunch of medium pulse lasers. I guess I could see how the pulse lasers enable the murdering like that. It is possible that, yes, we're going to get swarmed. Ugh, gyro crit.
Critical hit. Bad one, I think.
Oops. They're getting... Oh, they failed to swarm. Okay, so step 1.
Good to go.
We are going to... Where is erratic maneuvering? We're going to maneuver erratically in an attempt to drop the battle armor.
Acknowledged.
Did we do so? Yes. No? Yes. Okay. Except they have 8. No, they have none. How many evasion do they have? They have none evasion, it seems. It's just that we suck at shooting. I think it says that'll be a thing when you use erratic maneuvering. Okay, so 30%. I think we're going to shoot the elementals, or we're going to try. Let's see if we get anything.
Firing.
Actually, that worked out way better than I thought it would. Holy cow. That was, frankly, like the best way for that to work out. Where's Goose?
Yes, Commander.
If there's one thing that golems are extremely good at,
Roger that.
it is murdering the crap out of other battle armor squads. Like, you want a way to trash battle armor? This is a way to do it. Let's use just the autocannons for now.
Rear armor it is. Hostile eliminated.
Yeah. Golems are really good at that.
Standing by.
Gnomes are not bad at it either,
Copy that.
by the way. There's only 2 of them left. Yeah, we'll just use the Gauss rifles.
Copy that.
Okay, and that's the end
Mech destroyed.
of their battle armor, for sure.
I hear ya.
Are we in swarming range? Doesn't look like it, but we can be pretty rapidly.
Sprinting.
Because we're gonna act before they do with the battle armor. So we should be fine to get really close.
I'm here.
Okay, so we can swarm the Ice Ferret and the Nova,
Oh boy, here we go.
both of which will probably have major problems once we do. And while we're at it, let's remove some evasion from the Oro. Because the intention is to swarm both of the mechs that have relatively high evasion numbers. So
Orders.
can we get close enough? Yes, we can kick the demon. That's freaking perfect. Get it in the side. Shoot it with all of the guns. This is... For starting out, like, right in front of the enemy and getting swarmed, we're doing okay.
Waiting for orders.
This is feeling less terrible than it otherwise might.
Let's move.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Taking the shot.
Nice.
Hostile eliminated.
Alright, so the tank is done.
Yes, Commander.
The Oro has not very much armor, basically anywhere.
Acknowledged.
So let's just go shoot it a lot. And let's switch this to high explosives. Yeah, that seems about right.
Mech destroyed.
Good to go.
Okay. So if we're swarming both of those guys, that leaves only the ATM carrier to run down.
On the move. Full speed.
No, we are not explicitly, like, intending to be anti-vehicle. There's a couple of things that have gone on. One of them is that you can't use clan vehicles.
Waiting for orders.
And we have spent a large amount of our time fighting the clans, for better or worse.
Acknowledged.
They are harder to fight, but the salvage is really nice. So there's very little vehicle salvage. The other thing is that there's very few
That
vehicles
good.
at 55 tons and below that are worth their tonnage. So because we're limiting ourselves to lights and mediums only, including vehicles, because we thought at the beginning, like, well, what if we were allowed to use heavy vehicles? But, like, for instance, ATMs, like, all of the different carrier types are 60 tons and are therefore above our weight limit. So we don't get to play with those as fun toys.
Tango's trash.
So I think there's like a 50-ton Aero 4 tank that I have seen a couple of times and intended to buy in the stores, but I either forget or I do something like this and we lose access to the stores because we made people mad at us. That's that sort of thing.
What do you need?
But it's, you know, it is what it is. It's good, I suppose. Let's use regulars, and we'll just kick the Nova. All of the heavy medium lasers in the world.
Confirmed.
Kick him in the head.
Scored a
Oh, and he fell over. So in the previous run through, man, did we abuse vehicles. Specifically, we had some Shiltron artillery tanks. Oh, so nice.
good to go.
Okay, can't swarm the Nova from here.
Hey,
You can swarm the Nova. Go ahead and do that.
say so. I'll try.
Sucks to be that guy.
That looked like a critical hit.
So let's grab
Waiting on you, Commander.
you and swarm the Ice Ferret.
Got it. Another hit like that and you're toast.
Okay, and now let's just reserve a bunch and see what the adversary does. Hopefully.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
Oh,
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
well, that's not ideal. Those
Taking minimal
were
damage.
high explosive ATM rounds. As those are the only missiles that do 12 damage, which means that somebody has a fairly large ATM rack up there in that reinforcement group. Okay, so the Ice Ferret spent its turn removing the Achilles, which is fine. Stop shooting the golems. Please,
Losing armor.
I beg of you, stop it. Like, for real. Oh, a Stormcrow C with battle armor. Great. Alright, so the Nova is up. Now what? Are you going to attempt to remove the battle armor? Yes, it looks like it. But he... Oh, he did. Okay. Yeah, so the battle armor fell off. That's erratic maneuvering. I didn't realize how the AI was doing that before, but that's what that
Standing
is.
by.
That allows them to... You have an open front torso, huh? What if we just shoot you a bunch with autocannons? Okay, so the adversary... Oh,
Help, I'm getting flanked.
oh. I
I don't
would have
like
thought
how this is going.
that would have been battle armor. Because that's pretty much what it says it is. There's a suit of golems hiding on that Stormcrow.
Orders.
Let's try to shoot this guy to death.
Confirmed.
Just a few shots to this center torso should be enough. Really?
Reporting critical hit.
How are you still alive? 7 structure, huh? Okay, whoops. That's not what I wanted.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so the links... We can... melee? No, let's not melee, because in doing so we stop moving. That leaves us without very much evasion. We would very much like evasion.
Affirmative.
Under the circumstances, there's adversaries across the canyon there. Alright, well that's that guy.
Mech destroyed.
And after we blow up the Nova, at least they won't have line of sight on us.
Orders.
So that'll be nice. What's the Nova got? We want to be shooting you from the front.
On it.
Let's turn one of the lasers off.
No.
Oh, well, we managed to shoot one of the spaces where he still had armor. But there's not much left there.
Receiving you.
Oh, so we can see the Storm Crow. But our numbers on it are garbage. So let's shoot this guy. 2 is fine.
Giving it everything I've got.
Okay,
Tango down.
all done there. That Nova is so many
I'm here.
heavy lasers. Alright, and we're going to leave the Storm Crow in place because we want it to carry battle armor. And we are outside of range to sensor lock anyone. Maybe I should have thought about that.
Receiving you.
You also should be in range to pick up battle armor.
Let's move.
And let's sensor lock the Storm Crow.
Got a lock.
We know what it is. I still wish that I could put tracks on stuff. Like,
Standing by.
this is a Storm Crow. That way I don't have to like try and keep track of it throughout time. It would be much nicer. It is also like the sort of thing I would expect a military computer to be able to do. Like, come on. All right, let's do this.
Stepping it.
Let's not shoot the LRMs at that, but let's see if we can...
Target.
Hey, we got him with the tag. Nice. That's cool.
Receiving you.
Okay. Then we... 50-50 is not bad.
Firing.
Hey, that's the second time we've gotten lucky on a shot like that.
Yeah.
$40.
Those numbers are very good.
Roger.
All right, so... All right, let's pick all the battle armor up.
Aye, aye.
Okay, who needs surprise golems? Possibly the Wraith. That's maybe not. Well, yeah, let's put the golems on the Wraith. Just surprise huge amounts of autocannon fire into your rear arc. Does sound pretty entertaining. Here's the Daddler.
Affirmative.
Waiting for orders.
Tartan, you can grab. Oh, we're slightly out of range of the Stormcrow. So I guess it's the Kintaro.
Yes, Commander. Moving full speed.
And you can chill on the Stormcrow. Can we sensor lock anyone? We cannot. Okay, let's see if we can get the adversary to approach us. That was different.
Come on. Send me
I
a
don't
real mech.
know if that was the UI just failing to track the 40 ton. Yeah, I see it's still visible. It's not some sort of weird, like, null sig armor monster.
Waiting for the right move.
All right.
That's all you got?
You got nothing, you hear me?
Oh, a shadow cat. Okay. Okay, so there's Stormcrow.
Do they think they can hurt me?
Yes, I imagine that they do. All right, and the golems have deployed. It's an interesting place for them to be. We may try to murder the golems, like, very rapidly next turn. Which may look a lot like getting the Wraith up into range there and then depositing our own golem squad and letting them fire directly into these guys and hoping that they don't die. We'll have to see how that goes. This is the 70 tonner? It sure is. All right, let's see what that is.
Roger that. Standing by.
Or at least what it's got. Okay, I think that was a PPC, possibly a plasma cannon. This is just so unfortunate. Open center torso is just really not ideal. So we could, in theory, force the adversary to come to us, I believe. Our numbers are going to suck, though. But if we force them to come along here, first of all, it makes the golem's decision to jump down kind of silly and unfortunate for them. I like this. We have the height advantage that we can force them to give up by causing them to come towards us. Let's shoot one fewer laser and see what we get.
Locking on.
Hey, we got one of the golems by accident. Good deal.
Receiving you. Roger that. Going to full throttle.
43%. Sure, let's shoot them both and see what happens.
Firing.
We got something. Mostly golems, it looks like.
Standing by.
This is really silly, and I enjoy it quite a bit. We're just killing the golems by shooting at the Stormcrow. Okay, we can't run because we are unsteady,
Copy that.
but we can jump. Let's see what happens when we do this.
Acknowledged.
I don't think we actually hit the golems that time, which is unfortunate
Waiting for orders.
because I would like for them to die. Okay, so the Stormcrow is closer range than everyone else,
Affirmative.
but we have an 84% chance to hit the battle armor.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
I think at least some of that went into the Stormcrow.
What's up, boss? On my way. Double time.
Yeah, we're just gonna slowly back away.
Aye, aye.
Commander? I'm there.
What do we have? 63% or 84%. Let's just keep shooting those.
Firing from inspect. Critical hit, Commander.
Was that all of them? Are they wasted? Or is there's like a single one of them left? Great.
Yep.
Well, we can fix that. Probably don't need 40, or 20 LRMs to get in there, get that job done.
Mech destroyed.
We can do that with just a single LRM-10.
Standing by. On it.
Okay. Shoot the Stormcrow. Or at least try to shoot the Stormcrow.
No luck.
Okay, let's continue reserving and see if we can force them to
Waiting
come
for
to
the right
us. Do we want to sensor lock the Stormcrow and begin taking shots at it? We might as well.
move. Standing by.
Please get back onto the Stormcrow. All right, well, first, sensor lock.
Sensors locked on.
What? That took her turn? Well, that's obnoxious. Okay, not ideal. Was definitely hoping
Orders.
that we would be able to get that immortal back up on top of the mech she was riding.
Firing on target.
Ooh, head tap. That's nice. I mean, for us, not for him.
Yes, Commander.
Let's continue getting up a little bit further.
Yep.
Okay, now let's reserve. Because we're into the battle armor section of the initiative line. All right, so this should be the Shadow Cat. Nope, it's some unknown something or another. That can somehow see the
Come on.
Kintaro.
Send me a real mech warrior.
All right, there's the Shadow Cat, which is going to shoot at the Achilles, to no one's surprise.
No.
That's an interesting response, though.
Waiting for orders.
5 evasion or 3 evasion. Hmm. 5 is good. probably the Stormcrow's turn. Yes.
Standing by.
Still only has 3 evasion, strangely enough. Alright, we're actually going to run out with the Wraith because it is probably the most survivable thing we have. And I'd like to see what we're dealing with. Alright, there's a Phantom, a Stormcrow, a Summoner, and some unknown 55-tonner, which is probably a second Stormcrow. Alright, we've been working on the Stormcrow. Let's continue. It is a second Stormcrow. Look at that. It's a Stormcrow A. To date, we have still never seen a single Stormcrow B. And it's driving me nuts. All I want.
Waiting for orders.
It's all I want is a Stormcrow B. Is it so much to ask for? I guess the answer to that question is yes,
Ordinance received.
apparently. Yeah, that's fine.
Gotcha. Scored.
Okay, that's good. That's really good for us. That's really bad for him.
Receiving you.
What do? I think we continue shooting the Stormcrow. That seems like the reasonable course of action. This would take off the side torso if we hit. We did not hit. We got something else. Probably an arm. Yeah, it was the arm.
Yeah? Heading out.
Turn the LRMs on. Aim for the torso again.
Happening from position.
Destroy the engine altogether somehow. Sweet. 4 salvageable Stormcrow parts. That's really nice. Let's
Confirmed.
reserve.
Waiting for the right move.
I would like the opportunity for the Stormcrow. Please do not. Thank you. Please do not destroy the Shadowhawk. That would suck. Okay, so the adversary, I believe, has gone entirely. Yes, they have. So we can do something silly.
I'm receiving you.
We can just have Garethal stand still. And take a shot at the summoner. Because, oh... yeah, the 2 mechs that are
Copy that, Commander.
gonna move before she does. Fairly lightly armored by... man, that Shadowcat's kind of nasty looking. The Phantom is garbage. We know this because we ran one for a minute. I just want to be able to pick the battle armor back up. The one that's been getting shot at.
Right here.
I want them to get onto... oh, you know what? I should have moved the Stormcrow, because now I have to play this stupid game again. Thought I was done with this. I thought I was all clever. Oh, or was it? There we go. Confirm. Let's use defensive formation. That'll be good. We'll just use the battle armor to give everyone damage reduction.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Dynamo. This is a nice high place from which to shoot. High is good.
On the
Height
move.
differences bleh, give us pretty substantial bonuses to hit, which we enjoy. So let's shoot a summoner. Summoners. Hey, another head tap. I wonder if there's something about this that
Ready.
makes it more likely to tap them in the head if you're up high.
Move order received.
That would be nice. This will not technically overheat us. The game thinks it will. It won't.
Yes, give them everything you've got.
All right. Let's see what the Shadow Cat and the Phantom choose to do with our 0 evasion Stormcrow. The Shadow Cat is more troubling than I thought it would be. Oh. Well, that's not so bad at all. Yeah. Well, there you go. Let's reserve one more time. I mean, it's kind of annoying that we don't get to shoot the Shadow Cat just without doing anything, but the Wraith will be able to get it in line of sight here momentarily. The Phantom is trying to use an active probe against the Wraith, who is immune to sensor lock. Not that he could know that, but the Wraith is immune to sensor lock. Okay, so what we're going to do is just jump right up here next to them. That'll get us line of sight on everybody. We're going to be nigh impossible to hit. We'll continue shooting the summoner. Oh, wow.
I think I hit something good.
And that gives us the ability in a moment to just run up and kick everybody. How is it that they can still see the Shadowhawk?
Ready for orders.
It feels like the Shadowhawk should be just so far away. You shouldn't be able to see the Shadowhawk at all.
I copy.
Maybe I just... Okay, the camera's hung up on the ridge there. Alright, that's better. Yeah, let's continue shooting the summoner.
Firing.
That hit something good.
That rotary autocannon is super solid. Definitely enjoying that.
Standing by.
Okay, and the Stormcrow can move again. Let's try not to run directly into fire.
All right.
Okay, apparently we're going to have to get the Stormcrow closer. Only the ATM is long enough range, and that's just not enough.
Standing by.
I guess the Griffin's suffering from similar problems.
10-4.
No, never mind. All of the Griffin's weapons reach. It is not suffering.
Acknowledge. Mech destroyed.
Okay, well, that's nice. tagging it just before it died was kind of silly, but
Ready for orders.
I'm not so worried about it. %63% or 74%. Oh. What if we just come out this way? We can't actually see that guy to shoot him. It actually seems like... Oh, 84. There we go. 84 is a good number.
On it.
A number that is likely to succeed.
What do you need?
Okay, and the Kintaro we're going to bring out.
Acknowledged.
Because the Kintaro definitely wants to be close to things. But apparently not right now. Because those numbers are trash. Holy cow. Okay, apparently the adversary has gone in their entirety.
What can I do for you?
Can brace.
Resting my mech.
So can you...
And cooling.
We have surprise golems just chilling here. Stop that. Like,
Confirmed.
hello, Stormcrow pilot. It is nice to meet you.
Reporting critical hit.
Yeah, that Stormcrow is probably not doing so great right now. Yeah, no, he is not. All of the weapons are gone somehow. LRM. Oh no, the LRM-20 is still there. That's funny, because the streak is blown up in that one, and everything over here is missing. So all it has left is an LRM-20.
Commander.
Let's put you back on the Wraith.
Confirmed.
That is a very rude surprise. I love it. That's amazing. So my initial plan had been to make the adversary come down through this gully and just shoot at them the whole time. That has not worked out. They do not appear to be interested in crossing, but
Copy that.
it also doesn't seem to matter because we are killing them just as well either way.
Copy that.
Like, all the same, they are getting exploded.
Commander.
Yeah, don't overheat.
Target confirmed.
What on earth took that much structure? That must have been a shot to the center torso. The numbers just appeared orange for, I don't know, UI reasons.
Uh-huh.
Because nothing on there is going to survive. All right, what's the Shadow Cat going to do? Dear Shadow Cat, please approach the Kintaro. Oh, it's the Phantom that was moving. That's less fun. Okay, let's see what the Shadow Cat has to do. Okay. Close. I was really hoping for just a little bit closer so that I could melee, but
On it.
this'll do.
You know what? We can precise strike. That will do just fine.
Well done. Here we go.
We still missed with the lasers,
How'd that taste?
despite like 90-something% chances to hit. Alright, fine. What's the Stormcrow gonna do? Shoot at the Kintaro, I guess. Oh, and then eject. Coward number 2. Love it.
Standing by.
Okay. They both have 4 evasion. This guy is closer. Like, we're not overheating. I don't understand what this is all about. Like, we're fine.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay, where is everyone else? Yeah, 79%, 74%. Yeah, that's fine.
Got it. Commander?
Flames on the way. Is that truly necessary? It is not. We just have to do a little waypathing. Waypointing? Pathing? One of those things. Waypathing. Yeah, let's shoot this stupid shadow cat.
No retreat. Scar's a critical hit.
Oh, you're panicked. Eject.
Commander.
Do it. Let's just walk over, kick this dude in the back.
My weight into it.
Oh. And he just like popped up. It's interesting.
Commander?
The Griffin. Yeah, let's go shoot the Shadow Cat.
Kicking it.
Dear Shadow Cat. Okay. Yep, that's the end
That's
there.
a kill.
And that leaves only the Phantom, which is about to be in trouble. None of you are worth doing anything with at the moment.
Hunkering down.
Yes, Commander.
This is probably going to be not great for the Phantom.
Firing all weapons.
Yeah, that's about what I figured.
Tango down. My flamer is empty.
Okay,
Successful.
we did it. Success. Yeah, Darius has no idea what he's talking about more than half the time. Okay, so the Shadowhawk getting opened up like that was basically the only thing that happened of note. And somehow it managed not to get destroyed. Still no golem parts. Ice Ferret D, huh? That's actually one that we don't have parts for yet. We have parts for many Ice Ferrets. Okay, Novas, though. Novas are good. So is the Shadow Cat. We have Shadow Cat Prime parts. Stormcrow A. Oh. Oh, no, we have a Stormcrow A. That's why we don't have Stormcrow A parts, because we put them together into a working mech. We also have summoner parts. So we can put a summoner together and then strip it for parts and sell it. What's this one got? ERPPC, ATM 6, and ATM 12. That's not bad. What's the Summoner Prime have on it? ERPPC, LBX 10, and LRM 15. That's pretty respectable. 3 ATM 12s. We have 1. We could just take 3 of them. Can take 2 parts of a Shadow Cat and be a little bit closer to having a Shadow Cat. We still won't be quite there. Nova H we have 3 parts of. I guess the question is the ATM 12 pick worth it? Or is there something else that's better somewhere? Like a pair of, well, we have 7 of those. Never mind. Like, oh, a pair of large pulse lasers. Streak lasers are actually really bad. All right, you know what? We're going to do that. That seems fine to me. I think we just got a whole set of elementals that gave us summoner parts. That's cool. We can make a summoner. And then not sell it because they won't buy anything from us. We do not have access to the store. But what we'll do is leave it in the hold and then we can make it and sell it later. Okay. Goose is injured. Let's go to the Mech Bay and repair the Shadow Hawk, which is distinct from the Shadow Cat, which is what I was about to say, a mech that we do not have yet. Okay. There's all that stuff. This thing is so goofy looking. It's like covered in stuff. I can switch that by pushing the thing and making it look like this, but that's not nearly as neat. I actually kind of enjoy the giant overbuilt whatever that is. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the barracks. Because I'm pretty sure we're getting close on her. We have lots of pilots with lots of 10s.
Waiting for orders.
Yes, Commander.
Those 2 do not have enough. You now have enough to go up 1 more.
Standing by. Receiving you.
And there we go. Yar can get completed. Okay. That is going to have to do it for this evening. Unfortunately, while it is a holiday week, I still have work in the morning, which is lame. And I have feelings about it. But let's see if there is someone around to raid. I think the majority of our standard raid targets are currently offline. Let's see if anyone's playing Battletech. Well, there appears to be like 1 other person, and they have a thing that says starting soon up, so I don't think they're actually streaming. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate you coming by. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to figure out how to do a raid. My brain's kind of fried at the moment anyway. So I appreciate all of you. New schedule says that the next day that we will be streaming is Thursday. Guess what Thursday is? Thursday is Thanksgiving. I'm going to go ahead and say now that it is unlikely that I will be streaming on Thanksgiving evening, but not impossible. I'm going to leave it up on the schedule. We'll see how it goes. I will know more the day of, and I will do my best to make noises on Bird app, assuming that Twitter has not been destroyed by its new owner in, some gleeful throwing of a fit. So, yes. Anyway, Thursday is Thanksgiving. Maybe we'll try for a Wednesday. We'll see what we got. There may be some inconsistencies in the schedule this week. Stay tuned. I will do my best to keep you guys apprised of any changes that I am aware of as soon as I make said changes. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. You're pretty fantastic. Spiros, thank you for coming and hanging out. And everyone else who is there lurking. Whether you chat or not, I appreciate your presence. Thank you. And with that, I will see you all next time. And for those of you who are in the United States, enjoy your Thanksgiving. See you later.